Okay, here we are.
Oh, okay.
Here we are. Here we are.
Yes.
Here we are.
We sure get them on this program.
I'm telling you.
We have another one today. His name is Phage. Phage.
And this one too.
Please.
If
Phage is Fejiro. Of course, he's from my neck of the woods. Us Warri people. Okay, you are near Warri. Where are you from?
I'm from Igbide.
Where is Igbide? It's near
Isoko South. So it's near Ole, Ugeli, the axis. Yeah.
Near Ugeli. You see? It's us people. We are the ones that come up with those kinds of names. Phage. But his real name is Phage Omu.
Yeah.
A young comic who originally hails from Delta State, of course. He spent the better part of the last 5 years performing stand-ups in bars and lounges and all that. Oh, so you will never find him at home in the evening. Don't bother to go look for him. Yes, Phage, so tell us about you. How did you get into comedy to start with?
So I think it was, as a child, I was very inquisitive. So I had seen comedy on TV, but as like people as TV presenters. So there was TA. He had a show called Time Out with TA, and then there was Binga Dinka. He also hosted a TV show at the time. So I was like, I could do this. And then I think I saw some clips from Night of 1,000 Laughs. So it just stayed somewhere in my mind, and I never really tried. I got into university, tried, failed, stopped. Then when I got out of university, I said I'll start hosting events. That didn't work out, so I started cracking jokes, and that seemed to work out. So that's why I'm now.
Who told you you could make people laugh?
It was something that came easy to me. So if I was with people, I would, you know, give a certain life to the room. I was the
life of the party.
Something like that. I'm the last child of my family, so it's obviously on my shoulders to make everybody happy and look for everybody's trouble or be in everybody's business. So, I mean, it was easy. It was an easy career choice.
But how easy is it really to make people laugh?
Okay, now is the complicated part. I believe there's a science and art to laughter. The mood has to be right. People have to feel a certain way, or you have to make them feel a certain way. So it's like painting a picture in people's minds. You're taking them on a journey. So I want you to, I know that the end of what I'm saying should make you laugh, but I have to make you feel a certain way and make you think like I'm thinking, or see it
like
from
that
my point
little
of view.
clip there, you know.
Yes, yes.
You proposing to your darling.
When she eventually comes.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that picture was very clear in my mind.
Yes.
So you get on this boat and you sail to the middle of nowhere, and then you stop and you spin the boat round.
Exactly.
And then you go on one knee. Of course, it's a very clear and, you know, it is a funny picture.
Yes.
And
yes.
then you end by saying, may God help and make you say no.
Exactly, exactly.
That boat, they go back.
Just to be clear,
Yeah.
will you do that? Okay, just leave that.
No, you take her back.
No, in reason, just so I know, in case my daughter comes home and says,
I am met. I met.
Or like Mr. Macaroni's daughter says, Daddy, meet my.
I don't think for legal reasons I won't give an answer.
That's why I said just leave it as a cliffhanger. Don't even bother.
Yes.
So that any girl who has been shadowing you now will be having second thoughts.
She needs to know what she's what she's signing up for.
That you will take her to the middle of nowhere.
No,
I cannot confirm nor deny. I cannot confirm nor deny. Yeah.
But you know, really, let's ask that question again. You said there is a science and an art to making people laugh. But there are some of your colleagues that have also said there is some kind of engineering to constructing jokes.
Yes.
So I have seen three professions already in the science, art, and engineering.
It's everything. I mean, because if you look at it, you find there's this conception that comedians are never-do-wells, or people just stumbled on it.
Not anymore.
The conception still exists.
No, it doesn't.
Well, you are not in the industry, so
there's still like.
Did your mother say that to you?
So with my mom, and she's watching. So I would say this. Sometimes I tell my mom I'm going to work, and she's like, "Which work?"
That's what.
But I'm like, I've lived out of your house for a couple of years, and
I don't try now.
Yeah, I mean, you see me on TV. Your homework, you don't go on TV. So, I mean, Mommy, I love you. I get like I don't blame them. I don't blame them because like the general conception for most people is you go to school, you get a job.
Yeah, you put on your tie every morning.
I mean, and I put on a tie for 4 years. I went to Covenant University, so we wore ties to class. So I think I've worn enough ties for
a lifetime.
For a lifetime.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, you're speaking to the engineering of jokes.
Yes. So jokes are everywhere. The clip you played earlier was about proposals. You see proposals every day, but I now have the ability to interpret it in a way that you might have not seen before. Or I tell you what you have seen, but bring another angle to it, a funny angle to it. So jokes are everywhere, in everything, every single thing around us.
Okay. Now, for those who are thinking about a career change, but they have a pharaoh, like a mommy or daddy, to tell, let my people go. What would you advise? How did you cross that Rubicon? Alera, why are you laughing?
No. I just read something, which I'm actually going to read out.
But
we'll answer the question first.
Okay, so let me speak for myself. I consider myself lucky. I have a family that is very supportive, and I wouldn't blame them for being supportive. There are 4 children. So they have succeeded with 3 before me. So that's 75% of. So if I don't turn out well, I've done well before. But I have a very supportive family who support my dreams, and they gave me room to succeed or fail.
Be yourself.
To be myself. And if you find yourself in that opportunity, in that space, and you have that opportunity, good for you. But in the event that you do not, my best advice is the only way you can tell people that you can do something is by actually doing it. So by the time they see that you're succeeding at it, they will, maybe this boy or this girl has some prospects in this like space, and then they'll let you go.
So when you told mommy, for instance, you can be hypothetical. Mommy, I'm sorry. You can be hypothetical. Say, okay, Mom, I want to go into, or Dad, I want to go into comedy, or your siblings, I want to go into comedy. What was the initial reaction?
It was a gradual process, so it took them by surprise. So I told them I was coming to Lagos because I wanted to host events.
Okay.
So I came for youth service, I got a job, and I was doing that by the side. So the whole process, they were like, okay, maybe he will give up eventually, let's see how this goes. And then in that space and time, I started getting into the game and into the industry, meeting people. I got on several shows, got on platforms that seemed reputable. I met influential people in the industry. And once these things happen, I'll tell them. So they're like, these Peking don't meet Alibaba, don't meet Basketball, don't meet all these people. So maybe
something there.
Exactly. So I just need to start making enough money so to convince them finally. Because right now they are still.
You are still on con.
Yeah.
Not the veins never enter.
It's not fully there yet.
Okay. Now you all need to hear this. When Phage is not telling tales about his encounters on the streets of Lagos, you can find him wasting away his human resource management degree while daydreaming of making it big and convincing himself that he's not wasting his family resources on his master's degree.
Mommy, we read it on air. So he appreciates, he wrote it himself.
Yeah.
Mommy, just so you know, he wrote it himself. I can neither confirm nor deny. That's what he said. But how important do you see academic education? Here is why I'm asking, and I know we're running out of time. I was at Alibaba Spontaneity last year, and I saw some of the questions that were asked. I mean, you know the way it goes.
Yes. I've failed at that competition 3 times. So.
Oh, really?
Yes. The last 3 editions before this one, yeah. in the finals of all of them.
So what happened?
I failed. That's what happened. I failed. But
what would you say you have learned from that? Because I know you're educated, so naturally, if you're not really, not just educated, but intelligent, you might have a little difficulty, right?
Well, as with any profession, it's good to have a certain level of education. But that doesn't take away the place of skill and talent.
Yeah.
So what education gives you is it gives you the edge to be accessible to a plethora of people, like a lot of people at a time. Like one thing I'm always grateful for is I had the opportunity to have a well-rounded education. So not just going to school, getting a degree, I also took part in extracurricular activities, which was very important. So right from secondary school, I debated, I did public speaking, I partook in competitions and the like. So those skills I picked speaking to audiences and speaking to public from secondary school are part of the things that helped me today.
Gave you confidence.
Yes, I did theater arts for 3 years in secondary school, just 1 to just 3. Sheon Kimbalwe was my teacher.
No wonder he's acting on Politics Today.
He was my theater arts teacher in secondary school. So I'm grateful for the education I had, and it not to sound proud, but it shows when I work, because you can tell that this will not be.
It goes school small.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Now, your education is one thing. Then getting material for your jokes is another.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that Alibaba has a huge library.
A repository, yeah.
And he reads.
Yes.
Do you find that that is necessary for you as well?
So stand-up comedy is an observational art form as well as a form of social commentary. So you need to digest information first before you can give out any form of information. So reading is important. My generation, we have challenges with that. I personally,
because you have this.
We have phones and the internet.
Google.
I try to read and I watch a lot of stuff, but I don't think I read as much as I should. I should be reading. That's something I should work on. But you need that. And I would say this, one thing that makes the Nigerian comedian very lucky is we live in Nigeria. There are jokes every day. These jokes make themselves.
Except you're walking with your eyes
Even
closed.
If you're walking with your eyes closed, you will hear the jokes. Like, they just keep coming. Nigeria is the gift that keeps giving. If we're not talking about the redesign of the Naira today, we're talking about the outcome of the elections. You can hear 5 different comedians talk about the outcome of the elections.
How is the
and
Naira
the jokes will not be the same.
And they don't repeat themselves.
How is the Naira redesign funny?
It is. I mean, everybody's complaining about not having money. There are people who nobody's asking about.
E.g.
People who do diabolical things for money rituals.
Oh.
When would the newly designed Naira reach the shrines? I mean, we who go to queue at the bank, we don't have them. But somebody now is opening his closet expecting money to come out, and it's old money that's coming out. We need to ask these questions. These are the questions we need to be asking.
Children are mad.
So,
well, the Supreme Court has helped now.
And then the native doctor is shouting, "Praise Jesus." Thanking God.
God, native doctor is shouting, "Praise Jesus."
What God cannot do does not exist. He's happy. He's thanking God. So, I'm normal on Mondays.
Only on Mondays?
On Mondays, I'm normal, because that's my weekend, so I'm normal on Mondays.
Okay. All right.
Who else is now? So it's only the ritualists that we are not asking.
We are not asking, then maybe like police, airport staff, nobody asks about them. Those ones they can collect transfer. The spiritual world does not. Their banking system is different from ours. Yeah. So.
Hello, let's go home.
What's a valid point?
Yeah, it is a valid point. It's just that nobody ever thought of it.
Exactly.
Except the comedian.
Hello,
ritualist.
Let's go home.
The ritualist.
Yes. You're saying praise Jesus now.
Every Saturday, Sha. They just bring all kinds of people here to just come and tell us all kinds. Today they brought Fejiro, Phage Omu. And he says the ritualist, before the money go reach him, go tea.
Yes, because
so ritualist is out of business right now.
He's part of the unbanked that you talk about. It's the unbanked percentage of the populace. He's a Nigerian like all of us.
Hello, let's go.
I think it's time to carry your madness out of here. Since you say you're only saying on Mondays. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Fejiro Omu. Thank you very much. I must attend one of your shows.
Definitely. Thank you.
And that is where we weigh anchor today. I'm Alero Idu wishing you a very happy weekend. And I will not be seeing you next week because we have elections next week. So see you in 2 weeks. And please go out there and vote. Please don't be discouraged by last week. I know that could happen. Please.
Amayo Makinde, don't forget, at the end of the day, elections will come and go. We will still have our friends. Stay peaceful, stay loving. Bye for now.